I'm not be a chain woman, I'm more pen them to the end of the crowd. Obi Bayano. I'm not beating a guano, so I am all right. Hello.
I know you.
All right, so 3 steps down. Gentle slow. So we still have the 30 minutes. Take your time. Step down carefully.
Yeah, we still have the 30 minutes.
All right, so we'll do that. Okay, that's good. That is why I don't want anyone to join. Because I want you to go by your time. All right, I warmly welcome you once again to the castle. I am Matilda. What is the time now? 4:06. So by 3:10. All right, so I will lead you around as your guide. We are currently at the male slave dungeon. We'll go there to have a feel about the place. We'll come to the courtyard of the castle, walk on top of the underground tunnel. We'll see part of it, move to the female slave dungeons, the door of no return. We'll come inside to condemned cell. For the time, I think they are going to end at the condemned cell. All right, so if time permits us also, we'll just brush up, just go through the governor's residence and other places. So let's go now. So just be mindful of the floor. This place slopes. All right, my wonderful guests. When you look at the castle, it is a very nice place, but the story over here is very sad. For castles like this, we have 3 main castles. The first one was built by Portuguese around 1482. The second castle is in Accra. Osu, built by Danish, 1661. And this is the third castle by British, 1664. Portuguese named the country Gold Coast because of abundance of gold. So they built Elmina Castle for mining. But later they were defeated by the Dutch. So they came to this land to build a trading lodge. They named the lodge Cabo Corso by their language. They abandoned the lodge they left. Swedish came. They also built a small fortified fort at the same place, named the fort Fort Carisbrooke in 1653. But the fort changed hands severally. So the Danes occupied the fort, the Dutch, before British. Now this castle, addition demolition, it was built over a period of 300 years. Materials used were bent bricks, marble stones, oyster shells, lime powder, but no cement, no iron rods. As you are going around, whatever is cement work, they are all recent development. So Portuguese named the place Cabo Corso, means short cape. English translated it into Cape Coast. So we have this, let's go down. Just be mindful of the floor still. Just be careful. Just be careful. So this very castle built purposely for transatlantic slave trade. So our discussion will be based on that. It all started when they discovered the New World. They were then looking for healthy and strong people, where before they came were fighting among ourselves. So some of them were captured from war. Some were seen as wrongdoers. Some were debtors and some didn't commit any crime. Irrespective of where they were coming from, they walk from today Togo, Nigeria, Benin, and over here Salaga is in the northern part, Yendi, all the way to Asinamanso in the central region. That is where most of the enslaved Africans had a last shower in the river before they walk from there to the castle. When they arrive here with the middlemen, they need to examine them very well before they separate them into the dungeons. So the place that examined them, we call that place Palaver Hall, which means to talk, to bargain. That is where they were examined. And over there they were exchanged for guns, gunpowder, knife, other European commodities before they pushed them here. But for easy identification, branded irons were placed in the fire. Then hot metal from the fire, they stamped them with the identification. Ironically, we are under the church. So this is the male dungeon where our fathers, our brothers died. On top of it was the church. But surprised, they didn't see anything wrong with that. And for the dungeon, the light over here is such that total darkness. The only source of light and ventilation were the small openings up there. They defecated in the dungeons, They were fed twice a day here. Most of them vomited because of the scent. So we have this, there's a trench. Let's on the light. There's a trench here to wash the sweat, the vomit, the blood. Every time, please, let's come here. Come inside. So we have this trench to wash the sweat, the blood, everything from that place. And the water comes in to wash everything from here into the ocean. As the training went on, it got to a point that they were not moving, gradually accumulated to where we have these marks. So we call these ones excavation mark. Just showing the level of all the accumulated waste. According to archaeologists from University of Ghana, led by the late Kwesi Ampana, so when they excavated the floor, they tested everything. They came back to dig a hole here and buried everything. So whatever you have here, this used to be the sweat, the vomit, whatever they excavated from the first dungeon. We have it here.
Mm-hmm.
So we can say that this is the original floor, but the rest is still mixed up with the sweat, the vomit, whatever they left. So let's step on those things. Let's step on those things. So we are stepping on human waste, sweat, flesh, whatever they left. Now this mill dungeon was designed for 1,000 over here at the time. And still we are under the church. In front of the church was the spy hole. It is a place that when officers are there, they can't see through all the 5 sections. But in case of any unusual noise, they will hear the noise through the spy hole. This is right in front of the church. So ironically, our people were dying, they were suffering, while they were worshiping Almighty God on top of the same place. To prevent escape, the original openings were just like this one. Alright, so let's see the last chamber. Let's see the last chamber. The very last section of the mill dungeon, we call this area the sorting out. They were here for maximum 6 weeks and minimum 3 weeks. Some of them died, others lost their sight. And those who survived went through the final exit. The entrance to that final exit, the door of no return, was here. So here they were chained each other before they were led through this one. They came out at a distance to join our mothers and sisters into that place, door of no return. Around 1807, legally, slave trade was abolished, but this was sealed after the indigenous slavery. So indigenous slavery was abolished in 1833, and this was sealed in 1834. Before Christianity, we were having our traditional religion, our belief, before they came. And this is the traditional religion, a shrine. This shrine was here when the castle was not built. At the point that British were expanding the fort, the Indians were not having access to come and worship here. They performed rituals, they removed everything from this place. After the slave trade was abolished, they brought it back. So seeing palm wine, shina, whatever you see there, it means that they still pour libation, they still perform rituals, especially when they are about to celebrate the Fetu Afasha festival in Cape Coast. Now these are wreaths, most of them from the sisters, the brothers in diaspora, that during slave trade era, most of our people died. Some died in the dungeons, some on their way coming from the interior, they were attacked by wild animals, so they died over there. Every year, first August, we receive more of these. So that is why we celebrate emancipation. We receive more of these to serve as remembrance to all those who died. Alright, how many minutes left for us? we testify that we can see some changes in our sight. Imagine those who were there for a very long time, what will happen to their sight. Some of them lost it, others also died. Now this plaque from the National House of Chiefs on behalf of ancestors, the leaders, the chiefs, all those who were involved as middlemen. Down there I made mention of the church. So this is the church right on top of the mill dungeon. And the same place we have this as an apology. Now the plaque reads, in everlasting memory of the anguish of our ancestors. May those who died rest in peace. May those who return find their roots. May humanity never again perpetrate such injustice against humanity. We, the living, we vow to uphold this. So, on behalf of the ancestors, it serves as an apology. Say they are sorry, and also to you, the United States.